It's Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Don't Look Away. This is a brand new indie horror movie that just released in theaters this weekend. And I remember seeing, I don't know what movie I was watching. I think it was the last Voyage of the Demeanor when I saw the no, I don't quite remember exactly when I saw the trailer for this, but based off the trailer, I was like, this looks pretty cool. Like a killer mannequin. What could go wrong? Everything. Everything about this movie, and its premise really failed to execute. So, how this movie starts off, you have this guy, this trucker, this mannequin's being transported to an unknown location. I'm not going to spoil that for anybody. And all of a sudden, you got these guys that stop this truck and they try to rob whatever is on this truck. And this is where we get introduced to this mannequin. And it's a very creepy mannequin, even though it does really remind me of Beavis with black hair or dark hair instead of blonde hair. And I couldn't unsee it after I constantly saw him throughout the movie. But then one thing leads to another where that whole robbery goes left and everybody ends up dead. The driver of the truck ends up waking up and getting startled by the mannequin, which ends up leading him getting hit by a car, which is being driven by our main character, Frankie. And this pretty much traumatizes her. But the thing that kind of just really took me out of this movie is just the way she was acting. The acting is very poor all around the board with this whole entire cast. The lead, Frankie, she goes home, doesn't even tell her husband until last minute that, she hit somebody, and you don't really hear her say any type of words until she goes to the club, which I don't understand. You just hit somebody, you're traumatized. Why the fuck would you want to go to the club? And this is where you get introduced to all her different friends. Even her ex, Jonah, which he gets a lot of flack. He's probably the most hated character in this. But everybody is just so robotic. Once they're at this club and one of her Frankie's friends ends up getting killed, she comes back all bloodied up. Nobody has any type of reaction. And then everybody ends up seeing this mannequin and barely has any type of kind of reaction to it, even though you'll see certain characters being stressed out or this thing kind of getting to them psychologically. Even Frankie's husband or boyfriend at the time is starting to get really jealous and annoyed by her obsession with this mannequin. And everything just really fell really flat with this movie, which I think just due to the premise of this, you could have really done something unique and creative where even the kills are just very lame. This one chick falls down and I'm like, where the hell did this dust come from? It was like a poor, it's like clearly it was CG, and it was bad CG. I like the mannequin itself is creepy. It probably has more personality than the whole entire cast of this movie, to be honest. And like I said, it's a cool premise. Everybody that gets to see this mannequin ends up getting killed. Sort of like It Follows. It's like a poor man's It Follows. And there's another kind of twist that comes later about somebody that knows a lot about this mannequin. That just kind of went nowhere for me. It was supposed to be like a shock and awe moment, but it didn't really hit for me because all the performances are just kind of whack. And I don't know what it was with the sound design. It sounded like the dialogue and when characters were talking was very muffled. You could kind of tell just because it wasn't the movie or the auditorium I was in or the projector or anything like that, because all the trailers that played before it were loud as fuck. But over here, it just sounds kind of very muted. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was a creative choice, but that really was bothering me. The music and some of the atmosphere just that had something to do with the mannequin was cool, but like I said, everything else fell short, and I was just waiting to kind of wait for the movie to be over completely, because it's just, I don't like any of these characters. They all just feel very robotic and very stiff, like a mannequin. I don't know if that was the point. Like I said, I just was really disappointed in this movie. This movie did not need to be in theaters. It could have just been straight to VOD, or you could have put this on Tubi or something like that, and that's what it really felt to me like. It's like a Tubi horror movie or something like that. But yeah, that's just my short take on this movie. If you have seen it, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out.